President Trump is on the final stop of his very first international visit. We're here in Sicily, where he's meeting with leaders at the Group of Seven summit. And what we've seen from the president today is a lot of behind-the-scenes meetings with these other leaders. He's been talking about issues like climate change, like trade, and terrorism, which has been a big focus of his trip. But climate change really presents one of the most interesting dynamics here. Trump is pretty isolated among the G7 leaders on this issue. As a candidate, he railed against the Paris Climate Accord, this 2015 agreement that had nearly 200 countries sign on to it. Trump said it was a terrible deal. He's called climate change a Chinese hoax, and he threatened that if he won the White House, that he would pull the United States out of the deal. Well, now we're more than 4 months into his term in office, and the U.S. is still a party to this agreement, but he is considering moving out of the deal. So what we've seen today are European leaders who are really pushing Trump to stay in. And we've now heard from White House officials that after those talks, the president's views on climate change are evolving. And he's said to have been really struck by the fact that European leaders said that you can have a big agreement that has 100 countries in it, but if the United States is not part of it, then the deal really doesn't work. And that apparently had quite an impact on Trump, who really is focused on America first, this idea of America being this leading player in the world. So we still won't have an answer from the White House as we leave this summit on whether the U.S. will stay in the Paris Accord, but certainly it sounds like the European leaders have had some impact on the president's thinking on this topic.